Hey everyone, it's Joy here for Honeybee Stamps. For today's card, I used the super cute April Showers dies along with a ton of splatter. So there's multiple flowers in this die, but I'm going to use the tulips dies, and of course this is a lovely layers. Then we have our umbrella piece over here that layers, and then we have our umbrella arm or handle. So we're going to do ink blending on all of our die cuts. I think that's my most favorite way to create with die cuts is to do ink blending. So I'm using Distress Oxide inks, and I've decided to use Shaded Lilac for my umbrella, and I am trying to go a little bit darker on the edges and a little bit lighter inside. I probably repeat this all the time, but I like to have that interest. I like to have a darker area and a highlight area. That's probably why I like to ink blend. But if you don't want to do any ink blending, you could just pick your favorite colors of cardstock and just die cut to your heart's content, and you will still have a absolutely stunning card. So now I have my umbrella nice and inked up. It looks so cute. And then, like I said, we are going to be coloring our tulips. There is 2 other flowers, I believe, in this die set, 2 or 3. And like I said, I just wanted to go with the tulips. I just thought a bunch of those would be really pretty. So I'm using Saltwater Taffy, and I'm going to be using Scattered Straw. So we will have 2 different colors. And I think I die cut 7 flowers total, and then there are some leaves that I'm going to ink blend with the bundled sage. I am using Honeybee Stamps Beeluxe blending brushes. Their sizes 5, 7, and 10. Size 5 is the smallest, 10 is the largest. So now that we have one of our pink flowers done, I'm going to show you the yellow ones, and then I will do the rest off camera because there's no reason to just keep doing that when it's all going to be colored exactly the same. But as you can see, it really does ink blend quickly. Then we have our bundled sage for our stems and for our leaves. I just did a few stems because I actually ended up cutting them down because I didn't need them that long, because we're going to place them inside of our umbrella, which I think will be really, really cute. I did decide to do the bird, and so I die cut him. He's got 3 pieces. I am using antique linen, and then I will also use speckled egg. And so there's 3 layers here to this cute little bird. I was kind of debating if I was going to use him or not, and I thought, yeah, he is just way too cute to not use. So let's bring in that speckled egg, and I'm going to ink blend the top layer. Then I decided on the bottom layer, which is the biggest die cut piece, so it's kind of the whole shape of the bird. I did decide to take that same speckled egg and ink blend his tail. I thought adding a little bit of blue there would be cute. So he's just kind of this little blue and light tanned bird. Now let's adhere him together, and then we can get all of our other pieces together before I create our background. Now, I did mention there is going to be a lot of splatter. I had a lot of fun with the splatter this time, and I did it intentionally in certain ways, and I will explain that once we get there, but I really like how it turned out. I did take a micro pen, a black micro pen, to color in that bird's eye. And then for the tulips here, I have them lined up from largest to smallest from left to right, and that's how I glue it. So I will take the second largest one, add adhesive to the back of it, and adhere that to the largest one. So this is the second largest. I'm adding adhesive, adding that to the largest one, then the next smallest, and then I'm just working my way down. Super, super simple. Okay, so for our background, oh wait, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's get our umbrella together. I did add foam adhesive for this because my plan is to tuck the flowers inside, and I did make a quick boo-boo, but I will fix it. Before you adhere this piece to that large background piece, you need to stick in the umbrella arm. And I wasn't thinking, I was just excited about putting the umbrella together because it was so cute. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I can just gently pull that off. The umbrella stick goes all the way through to the top, and I die cut that from black cardstock and then adhered that handle down at the bottom. Now you can lay your other piece, and now we have our full little background. Okay, so our A2 size background is going to be ink blended just lightly with speckled egg and bundled sage. So that's the bundled sage I'm using here. As you can tell, I'm not going all the way to the ends, and I'm keeping it, I will call it a little messy, but this is what I'm going for. My blue ink blending brush needs to be cleaned because you can see it's a little bit splotchy. It actually worked out good for this card, so I wasn't really overly worried because we're going to do so much splatter. So we have a little bit of sky, a little bit of grass. I did spritz it with a little bit of water and tapped that off. And then now I want to start adhering my images. I'm going to have everything down first before we do the splatter. So I want my umbrella a little bit at an angle. It's going to hold all of these beautiful flowers, and then we will add the little bird. So I'm adding some of the stems to some of these flowers, and then I can trim that down, which will give us more stems for the other flowers. Because like I said, they don't need to be that tall. So some stems were shorter, some stems were taller. This is where tucking it in, and I had that top piece of the umbrella popped up with foam tape, makes it easier to tuck my flowers in, and it looks full. But I just think the size of these tulips are really cute. I love how little they are. And I just love that Honeybee Stamps create such awesome, lovely layers. I probably say that a lot too, but I really love them. And I just think this is such a cute set. This also comes with a set of like rain boots or something like that you could use. But I just wanted the flowers, umbrella, and that sweet little bird. So I have everything laid out where I want to, and I'm just lifting it up and adding just big dots of glue so I don't have to put them back in place. So everything is nicely laid out and it is adhered. I am going to add a little bit of foam adhesive behind the bird because he is sitting on the front part of the umbrella that has foam adhesive underneath. So he needs to have a little bit as well. Then we have our leaves, and I'm just going to tuck those just in and around the flowers, kind of by the bird, adding some of that greenery, filling in some of that open space. But you can see how this is just coming together so nicely. I just think it's so super cute. I haven't used this die yet, so I'm glad that I pulled it out to use it because I think it's so cute. Okay, let's start with our splatter. I am first starting with white acrylic paint. And I will say at first, the big blobs right there, I about had a heart attack, but then I went, wait a minute, I actually like it. So as you can see, I'm not splattering everywhere. I am taking little chunks of that card, and I'm trying to keep a lot of that bigger splatter in the same areas. I'm doing the same thing here with the Saltwater Taffy. I smushed it on my work surface, spritzed it with water, and I'm splattering it. I'm also doing the same thing with shaded lilac, and then I brought in black acrylic ink, and I was scared, but I wanted to do a little bit, so I'm not doing a ton, just a few little splatters, and we're calling it good. But I really love how that turned out. I think that was a lot of fun. I am stamping the sentiment from the Blessings of Spring stamp set. I am using the coordinating die. I'm using some foam adhesive behind that, and it says, "When life gives you a rainy day, play in the puddles," which I thought was a really cute, fun sentiment. I'm going to place that in the center, and this will be adhered to an A2 size card base, and then our card is completely finished. I think it turned out so pretty, and I love all of these soft muted colors. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that this project makes you feel inspired, and I hope you have a wonderful day.